Hello, this is Jenny from Tai Kwong Hilary College, Hong Kong. I'm the head of 21st Century Learning Design, the tech coach, and also the IT head in our school. We're very honored to be selected to be the finalist for this year's assessment award, and I'll take this chance to share about our project. And our project is an interdisciplinary project across 3 departments and 3 subjects, including visual art, ICT, and English, and how we actually use generative AI in the project. So about this project, in the beginning, we want to actually test because generative AI just appeared in our like education field last academic year. So when we plan our curriculum, we just want to see several things. Okay, number one, we want to test how to minimize the effort in facilitating interdisciplinary project because most of the time if we think about doing an extra project, we need extra time, extra workload, extra planning, and it actually doesn't fit to our existing curriculum. Okay, so this is what we want to test and to avoid. So we basically communicate across 3 departments and see how we actually can take elements together, just rearrange a little bit of the scope and sequence so that we can make this interdisciplinary project happen. And second, we actually want to see how students think about generative AI. We want to test whether they would think that generative AI would replace us, teacher, student, artist. And we also want to see if this generative AI tools will actually help students to learn, no matter in English, visual art, or ICT. So we actually have these few hypotheses in our head to actually test our project. Because of this, that's how we actually design the flow. We begin with some basic introduction of AI, and then we ask students to go back to the English lesson to learn descriptive writing, in which they actually have to learn it in term 2 anyway. So they will learn about the descriptive writing and then bring the skills back to ICT to learn about prompting. Okay, here. And then after they finish working on the project for ICT, they will go back to VA and also to English lesson to do the digital story and then to create an art reference with the AI tool. And at the end, we'll come back to the ICT lesson to do a little bit more debate to end our whole project just on the ethnic issue of the use of AI. So this is the overview of the whole project. And we actually use different tools in this project, including Google Slides, Episode, Padlet, Procreate for drawing, Midjourney for AI, and then Keynote at the back, okay, for digital story, and also Spatial for the digital showcase. So in the very beginning, in the ICT, we did a very basic lead in, okay, just to help them brainstorm what is AR art. We actually use thinking tool, what I used to know and what I now know, to arouse their interest and awareness of what AI is and what is AI in daily life and AI in movies, okay. And then afterwards, we asked them to watch a few videos on episode just to learn more about artificial intelligence, not just generative AI, but artificial intelligence in general. And then do some basic research and presentation on different AI topics. After the lead in, we actually, then the next day, okay, within that week, then they actually go back to the English class to learn about descriptive writing. Because normally they will actually need to write about the story of the house mascot. So they will actually learn about the descriptive writing skills, describing the setting, the character, the background, etc. These skills are needed if you want to actually generate a picture with generative AI. Then after they actually got a very basic ideas of the descriptive writing skills, they bring it back to the ICT lesson. We actually try something fun. We teach them how to actually translate the descriptive writing into prompts and then generate picture. This is number one. But number two, we pair up students and we ask A and B, let's say A and B student, okay? We ask student A to imagine a picture in his or her head and then try to describe it to the partner, student B. Okay, so that student B will have to learn to use Procreate to actually draw the picture. And at the same time, student A will also use this description, okay, of the imaginative picture in the head and then put it into Midjourney, okay? Change it into prompting, put it into Midjourney, and then we want to see, we want to compare, okay? Okay, the differences, okay? Will Midjourney win an artist and in what way, okay? Artists cannot be replaced, okay? So that these are the pictures showing students that they are actually doing the Procreate drawing, Okay, and also using the MacBook to do the mid-journey prompting, etc. And you can see actually from this digital showcase, we compare the student. You may think that, oh, of course, student cannot actually draw better than the AI, okay? But okay, there are other elements that worth keeping, okay, as a human artist. So we actually do have discussion like this in our lessons. And yeah, it's not just the product and the tool that we want to use, but we focus a lot on reflection, so that after class, we actually give them a lot of reflection discussion on Padlet. We actually ask them to do a reading of the latest news at that moment to on the Padlet as well. Okay, so after the ICT lesson, they go back to the visual art lesson, they do the art reference, and we actually ask them to actually do the basic drawing and then input it into the Midjourney. And then ask Midjourney to generate some art reference for them to choose. Originally, we thought that student must copy all the work and then just submit for assessment. Turn out almost like 100% of them, they didn't do that, okay? Most of them, they actually reply saying that they like their own drawing rather than the Midjourney one. But the good thing and benefit of using it is that, as said by the visual art teacher and ICT teacher, Mr. Wu, our team member, he said student said that sorry. He said that students actually improve a lot in the choice of color and also the variety of the pattern used in the artwork compared to the previous year. So we actually see the benefit of using AI in the art reference here. So these are the work, okay, as said, from observation is way better than the previous year's product after using the AI for art reference. And at the same time in the English lesson, because they already know how to generate pictures with AI, so that they can do illustration for their story of the story of the house mascot. And then we teach them how to record voice and then make into a movie, of videos with keynotes. And then at the end, we actually invite all the students, okay, together in the hall, and then they will actually enjoy the stories together, okay, and to celebrate the success of the learning. Now, these are the formative and summative assessment of the plan. But what we actually also include is the end of year exam. We include, for the digital citizenship concept for grade 7, we focus on the media balance, relationships, cyberbullying, etc. And then while for grade 8, we focus on digital footprint, fair use of 4-factor of fair use, etc. Okay. And at the end, we also end it with, before the assessment, we also end our project with some debate about the ethnic issues. So apart from the project itself, the summative and formative, we also actually ask students to do it in the standardized, okay, end of year exam, okay, to make sure they actually get the skill for the prompting. And because we already tested the whole project, we already knew how to actually teach the generative AI with Midjourney, so that this year we actually can just spend a lesson or two that we actually can cover all these skills. And then we have the space and time to cover latest application with generative AI, including, like, for example, Adobe Firefly or songwriting, or music making AI. So this is what we've been exploring this year.